What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another movie review. So I checked out Harriet last night, and just as I expected, I knew that I was not gonna like this movie. So I want to give you a quick reminder that this is a spoiler review. I'm gonna try to keep it short, and I'm not gonna recap the entire film because this movie ran 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm just gonna kind of point out some things about the movie that really rubbed me the wrong way, and I was just aggravated throughout the entire film. Now, there were some lines in the film that stuck out to me, but the delivery is what rubbed me the wrong way. The first thing I noticed about a movie is the acting. And you have to be able to convince me that you're really playing this character. And if you're not putting yourself into this character mode as if you are the person, you're just not gonna keep my attention. Like, I'm real big on acting. Um, the story itself, it depicts a real life iconic figure, Harriet Tubman, and it tells the story of her life and what she did during the time she was living. And I mean, okay, so yes, the story went as what really happened, but the way it played out on film, it's like, I don't know, it was a little bit watered down to me. It just didn't give me what I was expecting. It didn't keep my attention. It didn't give me that delivery, like, like an awesome performance. I can't say that I seen this in, any of the characters. I just didn't. From the beginning of the movie, Harriet, she's along with her husband. She's married. She don't have any children, but she's seen a lawyer, her and her husband. So they want to go and talk to the master. Her husband is free, but she's not. So she want to let her master know that she's seen a lawyer, and she want to have rights to her unborn children being born into freedom. So the master was like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Get out of my face. I'm not trying to hear that. Let me tell you something." He was like, "I'm going to own you for the rest of your life, your unborn, and even their children." And she just broke down in tears. And even when she was crying, I wasn't feeling it. She wasn't giving me this real raw emotion that I was expecting to see from a slavery film. And forget about all this talk about something they wanted to keep it PG-13. For what? There was nothing PG-13 about slavery time. It was all real and raw. And it's not suitable for sensitive viewers. If you don't think you can handle what really happened, I advise you just not to watch it. But don't insult history by putting together a film and kind of watering it down to fit the narrative of something that says, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. Yes, it was that bad. So don't even go there with all that. If you gonna do it, do the damn thing and do it right. Because you had one job and you had that one chance to put something out that no one has ever, approached before. And what they did with this was just, it was unnecessary. And I just don't like the movie. I see a lot of people trashing it, saying it's garbage and, don't waste your money. And I'm with them on that. You know, on the strength of it being a Harriet Tubman movie, I won't tell anybody not to go see it, but it's like, if you can just wait for it to come out on DVD or whatever, or if you could find another way to watch it without going to spend a lot of money, just wait for it, because it was something that looked like could have come on TV. Something that, we would have seen on BET. Also, the screenplay, it seems like this is something that like a high school, like a high school play would perform. This we would see this in a high school performance because the a lot of the stand-in characters, um, even they were boring. I wanted to see a lot of emotion behind what it was these people were going through. Harriet, you know, they tell the story of what she went through, but the way she was telling it, she made it sounds like like it was a piece of cake. I did the damn thing. I just did what I had to do. Like there was no struggle behind what she went through, and that's what I don't like. Like let's keep it real about the times like that. What else? Her relationship with her mom, I didn't feel anything between a mother and a daughter. Even there was a scene where she had escaped already, and we seen that in the trailer when they caught up with her and she jumped into the river. And then even that scene, anybody would have jumped into the river, they would have died. I mean, even if she did, escape and she jumped into a body of water, I don't think it was like what they showed in this movie. And then, we see her, she's on, they, she get away and she finds a way to travel to Maryland. And now she's free. And then the man who's going to help her, to get more slaves into freedom. I don't know. They just made everything seem so cut and dry. And I'm like, it wasn't like that. Tell me the truth or don't tell me nothing at all. Shoot. What else? Yeah, there was nothing between her and her mama. Nothing. I didn't get nothing. When she come back to get her brothers and sisters, I didn't feel the love and the connection between them. Like me and my sister, we have a love and connection between us. You can see it when you're around us. When you're in our presence, you can feel it. The same with my children. I have a son and a daughter. And we're talking about helping to free them into, get them into freedom. And it's like, she just plays such this badass character to where she was so strict. Again, I didn't feel nothing from her. And I'm not saying this woman can't act. It's just like I wish they would have gave this role to another person. And I hear a lot of people talking about that too and stuff, but I'm not concerned about where she's from and who she's, her personal life and all this kind of mess and who she's dating or who she's married to. I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about the acting. And I didn't get nothing from her. Again, I'm big on acting. You have to be able to keep my attention with that or I'm just not going to watch the movie. I don't care how popular it is, how much it's being talked about. Yeah, and I don't know, it was just like a lot of little mediocre things going on and little jokey jokes. And not saying that, but I mean, they even had those type of scenes in Roots. And Roots was a hard down serious movie, a series that I love Roots because it showed what, what could have happened back then. Like it was believable. But this here, no. It just didn't make me feel like these people went through something. So, she makes it back to try to free more slaves and also her husband. When she went back the first time, she tried to get him first and then her brothers and sisters. When she went back to go and get her brothers and sisters, she went to go see her dad. And her dad, he didn't want to be, like, he didn't want to lie and say that he didn't see her, which he did, because at this point she's wanted. They're looking for her. They got a bounty out on her. But her dad, he He don't want to tell a lie, so he puts this blindfold on. I'm like, Lord, did this really happen? On top of that, okay, now I also had to do like, like fact check. And a lot of this stuff I learned back in school or whatever, just a part of history that we just know about. A lot of that I forgot about. Um, yes, she was hit in the head accidentally when the slave master tried to throw a weight at a slave who tried to get away, and she got in the way and it hit her in the head. She said it cracked her skull, and from that she suffers from brain injuries, and she sometimes feel herself drifting off at random moments throughout the day. But how do we know that during those moments she's talking to God and he's giving her you know, he's guiding her through spirit and letting her know the right direction to go? Like, they just made the movie seem so make believe. It annoyed me so much about the movie. Even if Harriet can say, well, yes, I really do believe that. I mean, even if she has said this, that the injuries that I got, it helped me see clearer. It helped me listen for God's voice. I hear his voice even clearer. But, he really helped you to stay. I don't know. I don't want to say, I'm just going to leave that part alone. But yeah. Um, yeah, so she hears from God and he kind of guides her throughout the movie. He helps her to escape slavery and stuff like that. So that's another thing that comes into question with me. Like I say, I did read back on some things before I did this review. Yes, one of her nicknames was Moses because they didn't know at first who were helping to free these slaves. They didn't know, and they was like, all we know is it's someone who's known to wear all black. So they were assuming that it's a man, and they call the man Moses. Of course, we know Moses is known to let his people free from Pharaoh. Let my people go, Moses. So that's why she had that nickname. Also, and when she was a slave, her nickname was Minty. And then when she became free, she named herself Harriet Tubman after her mother, I think she said. And I didn't know that. I did not know that. But I had heard about the Moses thing, but I didn't really know everything about that. So yeah, and it's kind of, you get it. So yeah, but anyway, and also she ended up working, what they say, for the CIA or for the FBI. There's caption at the very end of the movie that tell you some facts about her and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, and that's all good and very interesting. But why wasn't it's just like the end of the movie, they throwed all that together real quick within a 15-minute scene before the movie ended. They should have shown a little bit more than that throughout the movie. The second half of the film. The movie was 2 hours and 5 minutes. So yeah, I just didn't really enjoy this film. I didn't. So if y'all checked it out or plan on checking it out, leave your comments down below. That's all I have about it. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.